Welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to learn about the tools down the left-hand side here, and we're going to start drawing up a house. So first of all, I'd like to start off working with the walls. So you click on walls, and then up the top it all changes to wall settings. This is your wall settings for each wall. So you click on that. There's different surfaces, so you can change what the surface is going to be like. So if you want to make it brick or white or timber cladding or something, which I'll show you later. When you click into the 3D view, you'll be able to see that. So as we're drawing in 2D, this is creating a 3D model. So first of all, I'll click on the walls and just say we make it. If you click on this option here, it brings up all different template walls. The main ones I use for new home constructions would be a 90mm timber frame, which is what's internally normally, or a 240 brick veneer, which is the external wall, which comprises of a 90mm timber frame and 110mm thick brick and 50mm cavity in between. I'll click on that to start off with, and I'm just going to draw an example house. And so now that I've selected the wall, I click on the screen, and then I can move anywhere like that with the mouse. I can turn the mouse around, but I want to go straight. So you can see the dotted blue lines, and that gives you a reference point to go straight, or you can hold shift. If you hold in the shift key at the same time, it just snaps to an angle, which makes it easier and quicker when you're drawing up. So if I make this about 6.5 meters for the garage wide, and then I'm going to come back, say 1500. So notice it's all in millimeters. So see the distance there on the screen. It's all 1500 is 1.5 meters. So once I put 1500, I'll press enter. And then I'll continue down. So in this wall setting, it's all linked together. So I can do one angle and then change the wall to go this way, and it's all still connected. That's because up here I've chosen that option there, which as you can see, it goes right, then goes in, and then right. That means it's a continual wall. If at any point I double click, that's going to stop this continual wall, and then I have to re-click and start the wall again. There's also some other options for doing walls, which I'll show you later. So continuing on, we'll draw the rest of the house now. So we'll go, for example, 7 meters. And then for now, I'm just going to go back, say 20 meters. And then I'm going to double click. And if I zoom in, you can see the 110mm brick. You got your 50mm cavity, and then you got your 90mm timber frame. And if you click on M, if you click off everything and then click M, it gives you a measuring tool. Then you can click on the corner of something, hold the shift key, and then move your mouse over to the edge of another material, and you can see then what the distance is, and it's 110mm. And then if you press escape twice, press M again on that corner, measure up, hold the shift key, you can see that's 40mm. Press escape, hold M again, click, hold shift, and that's 90mm. So that's just confirming the 240mm wall, what it comprises of. So now if I want to continue this wall, I can go back to the wall again and just carry on from there. Or I can just press Alt on my keyboard, and it brings up this little wand thing that whatever I click on, it's gonna give me those options and settings, and then I can click and carry on. So I hold the shift key, and then I'll bring the mouse down to when the pen goes black there, I'll know it's exactly in line, and then I can click. So you click once, and then I can click again, then take my finger off the shift key and click a second time. Notice these walls are back to front because the brick is on the inside there. So if I click on that wall and I hold shift key down and I click on the other wall, then I can go up to this option here. This flips the wall to the other side. Click, and you can see that it's just flipped around. So now it's all matching. So that's all good. So now we've got our external walls of the house. These may get adjusted later as I start drawing up the internal walls. So now I can start on the internal wall. So I'll click on the wall option. I'll go over to this option here and I'll change it to a 90mm timber stud wall. I zoom in to this point. So on the corner, see there's a tick there, then you know that it's on the corner. And you click and it's straight away it's on the wrong side. So I'm going to go up to this and click that. And then I'm going to hold Shift key down and I'm going to just take it back to just a random spot there and double click, because I need to get the length of the garage here, which I haven't got yet, which will be 6 meters. So I'll draw a straight wall against there and double click, press escape. Then I click on the wall, press Control D, we'll drag it. Or you can right click, move, drag a copy, drag, or drag multiple copies. So click on that drag, then I can move that. Or click on it and move, drag a copy. It'll keep that one in place, but it'll drag a second one. Or press Control Z to undo, or you can undo up here in the top left, undo and redo if you make a mistake. So, but I like to use the keyboard shortcuts, and you should learn them, and it'll be much quicker. So if you press Control D, and then you click on the wall, and then you hold the Shift key in to drag it out, press R, then you can change the distance, and normally a garage is 6 meters long at least. So 6000, enter, that's your garage now. If you zoom in, if you press the Control button and you click on something, it's gonna cut it off. See the scissors showing up? Click, and it's just trimmed it off. Same with this, you can do that as well. So that's the garage. Now we'll make an entry hallway. So if I click on it and then press Control Shift D, that's to drag a copy. And I'm going to drag the copy to where the tick goes, just on the other side of that timber wall there. Click. And then I'm going to press Control D, and I'm going to press the Shift button in to keep it a straight line. And then I press R, and then I'm going to put in 1500 for the hallway width. And that's your hallway. Now I'm going to make a bedroom here, and normally a bedroom, we'll make this a master, so we'll make it 3.6 meters wide. So if I press Control D on that wall after I've clicked on it, and I click on the corner where the arrow is, and then I can drag it over to that wall. See, it's 5320, that's a bit too big for the bedroom. So if I drag the wall over to there, and then when you get the tick, you click, and then press Control D, and then hold Shift down to make it straight, press R, 3600. That's just a quicker way to get the bedroom size correct, and then press Control to trim off that part. Now with what I can do is click on this wall, and then I can drag it down to there, or what I can do is actually click on this tool up here, click on that. Sorry, press escape. So if I click on that, it's an adjust tool, click on it, and then you click where you want it to extend to. And then that just extends that wall out. It just makes it a bit quicker. Then you can trim off the hallway. Now this size here, I'm going to drag a copy. So I'm going to click on that wall, Control Shift D, click on the, make sure you always click on the blue part there. Don't click somewhere random, because then it's not going to be accurate. So you need to click on that part, because that's the part you want to hold Shift and you want to go right. You can zoom in with your center zoom button. If you've got a mouse with a ball in the middle, you can zoom in and zoom out. So zoom in if you need to, and see where that's got a right angle symbol showing. That means it's right against it. So then click, then you know that's accurate, and then you're going to press Control D, and you're going to bring it back and press R, 3600 as well. So that's the master bedroom, 3600 by 3600, or 3.6 meters by 3.6 meters. That's a good sized master bedroom. It's generally the minimum I make a bedroom that allows a king size bed to fit in there and still have a decent amount of space to move around. Now, that I know the master bedroom size, I can click on this wall, and we're going to make the ensuite in a walk-in robe. So I'm going to bring that to here likewise, and then Control D and press Shift and then R. And I'm going to make this go back, say 2 meters. And then I'm going to hold Shift in while that one's highlighted, hold Shift and click on that, and then click on this one, and that intersects both walls. And then press Escape. Then I can grab this wall, click on it, and then Control Shift D, bring it to the inside there, and then click again and hold the Shift and press R, and then click 450. So this is going to be the walk-in robe, and normally a walk-in robe shelf is 450 mil. With this walk-in robe, I'm going to basically put a wall here. This will be the ensuite, this will be the walk-in robe. A walk-in robe normally has a 450 shelf. I'm going to make it, because this is not a massive walk-in robe, I'm going to make an L-shaped walk-in robe. So for that reason, I know this shelf's going to be 450, so that's why I've moved that wall off 450. And then I want to click and press Shift and R and type in 900. Actually, press backspace, press 1 meter, so 1000, and press Enter. And then I'm going to trim off this by holding Control and clicking on that wall. And what I'm going to do, just to show what I've done here, if you click on the slab tool, slab, if you go up here and you press 50 mil and you make this 1.8 meters off the ground, and you click on this and change it to joinery, that's different layers up there. So you can change things into different layers. And then you've got different options with your slab tool. You can do multiple clicks. For example, does like that, but for this object, it's just a rectangle, so it's quicker to click on this option. And so you click on the corner, click on that corner when that pen goes black. If you need to zoom in to make sure it's connected, do so. And then you come this way and it drags it all out, and then you press R 450. That's your walk-in robe shelf. And if you click the M button, you can measure from there to there. That's 1 meter. You've got plenty of walkway space in there. Now, if you want to extend this shelf to come around as an L shape, you'd click on the joinery on the slab tool, then click on the corner, the black dot. Then it brings some options up here. You want to press the plus button, and that's going to mean you're adding to it. And then you click and drag down to the corner, click, come out, press R, 450. That's your shelf. And I'd like to tidy it up by just clicking on that, click on that, and put it over to there. So there's less dots if I want to adjust this in the future. Then I can press Escape. So that's what I've done there with the walk-in robe. That's a walk-in robe. We'll have a door that opens up against that wall later on. And that's your ensuite size there. So we can move on. We'll move on to the doors there. We'll do each room as it goes. Now with my ArchiCAD 21, I've got a template set up with different objects already set up here, with the most used objects. So you can see this is a 90 mil stud wall. All the options along there with the doors and sliding doors. There's 70 mil, a 240 brick veneer, and a 220 brick veneer. If you don't have this set up, you can also go through just standardly through the different options here. And if you click on the door, for example, then click up here. So if you click on that door, that you can save favorites there. Or you can click on the object tool, click on the chair, type in door. Press Escape, that's not working, sorry. Click on there, click on the door option, and then click door, type door, sorry. Then it brings up all different options for your doors. And you can do the same thing with windows. You can click on windows, click up there, and then type in window, and you bring up all your different options there. So I'm going to go to the ones I've got set up already. and I'm going to press the Alt button, and then it brings that little wand up again, and then it's highlighted the door, and then I'm going to click. Now I've got all those options, all those settings on my mouse currently. So if then once I hover over a wall, it shows where the door is, and then if I click once, then I need to click a second time, but I can change by moving the mouse. I can change which side I want that door on. I want it on this side, so I'm going to click on this side. And now that releases me from the options, but I still have that door settings in my mouse. So now I have to press escape. And now it has the little magnet, which is what I want. So if I zoom in, click on the corner there, and then press Control D, click on that black dot where the tick is. Then come back to the walls here. There's a tick there again. It means I'm right on the corner. Click, press Control D, click again and move it off and press R 100. So I've got that door 100 mil off the wall. Press escape, press Alt, highlight the door again, hover over this wall, click. I'm going to put the door on this side, click, press escape, zoom in, click the door, Control D, click, make this say 50 mil off the wall. It's a bit tight in here. And press escape. Now we've got our door into the master room and a door into the walk-in room. Now, likewise, you can click and Control-Shift-D, drag a copy over to here, click, Control-D, click and move it over 100 mil. That's your ensuite. From here, you can create other bedrooms. So what I'm going to do, I'm just thinking about the type of layout we're going to have here. So I'm just going to make this house as quick as I can. I'm not really going to put too much thought into the type of layout and stuff. I'm just going to start drawing. So from here, I'm thinking I'll make 2 more bedrooms along here, maybe a bathroom on this side, and then we'll make the kitchen, living and dining room. So that's all for this tutorial, and I'll continue on with this tutorial later on, and I'll make another follow-up video. But play around with everything I've just taught you so far, and see how you go with it all. That's all for today's tutorial. Thank you.